Hey guys, Super Chris Productions here, and today I'm going to be bringing you my LEGO DC Legends of Tomorrow custom minifigure showcase video. Now, for this showcase video, I've got 7 figures that I made over the time span of 1 week, which I made all of them in under 1 hour. So we've got Mick Rory Firestorm, Leonard Snart Captain Cold, the White Canary Sara Lance, Rip Hunter, Ray Palmer the Atom, Jefferson Jackson, and Professor Martin Stein the Firestorm, and Hot Girl Shira Hall. Now, without further ado, let's get into this showcase. So first off, we have Rip Hunter. Now, Rip Hunter is actually the easiest figure to make, aside from Captain Cold and probably Heatwave. It was the easiest and simplest figure to make. He has a 3D jacket. It is custom made by me. It's made from cardstock paper, which I then painted brown after I shaped it. Now, his strap on his chest is actually some black Gorilla Tape that I found lying around. I painted it brown, and I painted a silver buckle. Then I also painted the lines on his shirt and the pockets. And his little laser gun, I did paint blue on the barrel. Now, the head I used for him was the Winter Soldier head from the Civil War sets. It's also used on Owen from Jurassic World and Star-Lord from the Guardians of the Galaxy sets. But yeah, that's Rip Hunter. Next, we'll go into the Atom. Now, the Atom was actually easier than I thought it would be. It's kind of hard to see his torso. I'll do a 360 on him. I'm looking forward so you can see better. It's mainly his helmet that's kind of blocking the light. But his helmet is, I guess, one of those racer helmets or space police helmets that I did paint the silver lines on the top with the 2 dots or buttons, whatever they are, and the Atom symbol. On the side of his visor, I did paint the red. I painted the silver design at the bottom of the helmet, and the red's on both sides. Now, this helmet, I actually sanded down the visor. The visor sanded down so you can see his mouth better, like he has in the show. Sorry guys, a little blurry. Don't really focus too well on the helmet. Let's see, there we go. If I move it back, it focuses better. But that's the helmet. Now the head, I did use the Shield Agent head from the Spider-Man sets. Now, the torso was made from I used the Ultron Minion guy torso. I don't know what you call them. Ultron Sentries, I guess. And I was going to use the print on the bottom of the torso. Well, the print that LEGO printed onto the torso. But then I decided not to, and I just painted it in the torso in black. And then I painted all the details, like the A, these silver things he has there holding it together. And I did paint the arms. Now, his arms, he does have the red, it wraps around on, the red does wrap around on both sides. He's got his gloves painted too. Now, on the top of the torso, he does have like these silver things clipping, like it's holding the back. Now the back, I actually painted black and then put the details on, like the A and all the other stuff. But the front of the torso, I actually painted this blue chest piece here, the red of the A and the red lines, and then the blue up here. And then I actually painted black afterwards. And then after that dried, I did paint the black design on the chest piece. I painted the red by the neck. And then I painted the details up here and all the other little silver details. Now the legs, it doesn't wrap around because I actually did forget to wrap the red around. But I did paint the sides of the legs, and it does wrap around to the back. Anyway, guys, that is Ray Palmer the Atom. Next, we'll get into the Sara Lance White Canary. Now, Sara Lance, or the White Canary, was actually really easy to do. I did make her a jacket that I saw in a photo online. I don't know if it's this jacket or the longer one she wears, but I just gave her the short jacket. Now you can see I did paint all the gray details. I painted the gray on the legs. Her boot design actually wraps around on both sides of the leg. And the belt was actually pretty easy to do. It was kind of hard to shape the gray into squares, but that was easy. And then painting little black dots in each one. Now the torso is actually a Star Wars clone trooper torso, which I then just painted over it in white, and then I painted all the gray detailing you see on the torso, the flesh color there, and like I did a black outlining for the collar of her torso, or the I guess whatever she has that holds it to her neck, goes around her neck. I tried to do that. Now the lines on the side here that connect with the legs, she actually does have that in a reference photo I saw. But I didn't think I'd be able to do that, so I wasn't going to. So I painted the legs and the torso at 2 separate times, and I did not have the torso attached to the legs at the time I painted it. And surprisingly, the lines on the side actually did connect to the legs, which I found pretty cool, because it matched better. Now you're probably wondering what the black smudge is there. That was actually black paint that I scratched into the torso because I used a needle to paint the stuff, or a safety pin to paint the little details. And I actually scratched the leg there, and black paint got into it. So the black paint actually filled in the leg so it doesn't scratch out. That's why there's a little black smudge there. So I wasn't able to get rid of that. But you can take off her hair, which was actually this orange hair piece, which I then painted it this blonde color. Now, the jacket, I did make it so it can be removed. And then you can put I dropped it. You can put the flesh arms onto the torso. And give her little staff. The hair back on. Something I also forgot to mention is the hair did rub off the flesh paint that I painted right there. But I actually found that okay since the hair covers it and you're not going to see it anyway. Now, the back of the torso I did not paint. I painted it in white, but I did decide not to paint the gray details because I had no idea what it looked like on the back. And the jacket she's going to be wearing probably most of the time, so I decided also not to paint the gray detailing on the back. But yeah, her staff is just a standard light gray pole piece that I decided to give her. If I had 2, I would give her another one, but I actually do not have 2. Anyway, guys, that's the White Canary. Next, we'll go on to Jefferson Jackson Firestorm. Now, this figure actually had fun painting, mainly because of the little Firestorm matrix on the torso. Now, his accessories are just 2 standard little Lego flame pieces. I did not paint anything on the back, but I did paint the black boots that go all around. Now, these were just standard red legs, which I did paint the black onto it. As you can see there, it wraps around on all sides. Now, the torso was actually from the Nexo Knights, those red monster guys, whatever they are. I actually don't really watch Nexo Knights or know anything about Nexo Knights, but I got the, Lego did one time, or at the beginning of the year, they had, like, if you spend a certain amount, you'd get a free, one of those little red guys, little red monster guys. You get a free minifigure pack with him in it. And so I did spend the certain amount needed to get it, and I decided to use this torso so I wouldn't have to paint any of the design onto it. Now the yellow I just used was like just standard yellow, which I painted around to go around the arms to connect. I didn't know if it connected to the back with the same lines here on the side of the torso there. They connected the arms, so I just didn't do it. But I just painted like the back was just yellow. Now the head is a Mace Windu head that I just painted like the hair and the eyes white. I don't know also if he had gloves, so that's why I didn't paint the gloves. But also the Firestorm Matrix thing, since I know it doesn't go around to his back if I remove his head, I just painted it up there on his shoulder. And yeah, the Firestorm Matrix was actually pretty hard to do to make it the size I did. Now, first I did paint the silver circle there, and then I painted like the little lines that go on the side. Then after that, I painted the black lines that you see there. And then after that dried, I painted the silver dots there and on the top as well. And then after that dried, I painted the red dots on each one of them. And I painted, this one I painted white first, because I saw also in another reference photo that his thing kind of has like a white and it has like a red light around it. So I just decided to go with that, where I painted a white first and then painted the red circle around it. But yeah, guys, this is the Jefferson Jackson Firestorm. Next up, we'll move on to Captain Cold, Leonard Snart. Now, Captain Cold was actually pretty easy to do because of the fact that I didn't really do much. I painted the jacket. I would have painted, the arms are actually dark blue. They kind of look black in this video, but they're dark blue. I might paint them later on the same color as the jacket because the arms are darker than the jacket. Now, the face is actually Hawkeye's head, which I painted the blue goggles. And the gun is just the gun that Lego gave him in the Gorilla Grodd set, which I just took off that bottom piece that had the blue flame, since I found it looked like the actual gun. Now, I do have a hairpiece for him for when he takes off the hood. Let me just go grab it real quick. Sorry about that, guys. I forgot to grab his hairpiece before I did the video. But I do have this Black Widow's Peak hairpiece for him, since I find sort of looks like what he wears in... Well, not what he wears, I mean, how his hair is. He doesn't put his hair on, but... Yeah, so, yeah, the head, I do use the other side when he wears the... Sorry, not when he wears. When he's not wearing the hood, I do use the other side.